chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Mike 80! Mike 20. Here we go. Check 99. Alert! Check.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
Down! 185! Check 56! Yeah. Check 3. Big splash!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 out more. Get that quarterback.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Allen now on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
5 wide.
Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be taken in by Anderson. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They get in with that. Shift. Watch the shift. Slide down. Express.
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Carr now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And an alley to run. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Monday, down. 280. 56. Switch out, switch out. 81. 56.
Now this time, Carl throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the air, Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
They run it with Balaj, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now he's flushed out left. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kalen Balaj in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Down. 180. Lost 56. Express.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Let's go. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Allen. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now, Mike 56. 180. 58. We're good. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One day, down. 180. What we got? You're mine. Mike 50. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, orbit. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Oh, you got D? Hey,
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Middle.
Now it's Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. 3rd down here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, Yep.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Hines. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Carr. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just like that. 36.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
No.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. 56. Hey, let's go.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Josh Allen. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Cut. Slam. Middle. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play, because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Lions, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.